Nobody comes. Unbreakable, silence slowly hovers in the air. Until the dawn, nobody comes. Let by fire spread until the dawn. Nobody comes. Unbreakable, silence slowly hovers in the air. Until the dawn, nobody comes. Let by fire spread until the dawn. Nobody comes. Unbreakable, silence slowly hovers in the air. Until the dawn, nobody comes. Let by fire spread until the dawn.
Yo, folks. What it do, what it be? What it do, what it be? Alright. Okay, we should be all Gucci now. Make sure everything is all Gucci. Pretty sure I also need a... Yeah, there we go. I am going to press this button real quick. And we'll just stop it here. Yep, there we go. So first of all, yo, what's good? Name is Kirsay TV. Hopefully you guys had a great weekend. Yeah. So today, folks, more Persona. What else do I have to say? Well, no, we do have a couple more things to say. So I will say that at this point, sorry, I just got out of the shower. I was first of all, yeah, let me do that first. First of all, apologies for the late as fuck stream. Two things happened. One, had to go and take care of some shit. The biggest thing was just essentially like showering, which I had to go do. For context, and I'm not actually. I don't even want to share this. All I'm gonna say is that I felt So I ended up going to shower, but I came home at a relatively late time because we had shit to do, which is about to be split into tomorrow. So that's gonna be fun. It is what it is. But other thing, we are basically halfway done with this game. So right now, where we're at is we did the black market the last time we played this game. So now we're basically about to go through the Lost Forest, go to the castle, and prepare to go and go towards the final boss, essentially. Yeah, crazy to think, right? We started this back in what, December? Hold up. I want to say we started this back in like December, early November. But it's been a while. So yeah, we've been doing this for a minute. So yeah, shit is about we're about to go and get active in this bitch. Lord almighty. All right, also, I'm looking at something real quick. Okay, now they're doing that. Sorry, I'm looking at Discord real quick because I'm like, I promised someone that I would end stream relatively early tonight because I want to be there for them right now. So that's something that basically going to be dealing with. Not only that, but I think tonight is just going to be a short stream anyway. I don't have a lot that I want to there's not a lot that I want to do for the stream besides going through the Lost Forest. And because everything else that we're going to do, we might do Wednesday. Though Wednesday is also going to be a grind stream, so yeah, we're gonna start grinding. We're gonna get our shit. We're gonna get everything together. We're gonna get everything squared away. That's what Wednesday's stream is gonna be about, and that's why I'm doing that shit at 4 p.m. instead of 9 because I cannot. Because like the main reason why I switched the days up a bit. Also, let me boot that bad boy up. The reason why I decided to start doing day streams as well is for two reasons. One of my friends wanted to, or a mutual of mine. Well, I'm still calling friend. Hold up. I can't hear anything. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, no, that's weird. I can't hear shit. Hold up. If I do this. Oh, yeah, I can't hear anything. What the fuck? Hold up. I guess we're about to do some. Oh, we're about to do a whole lot of fucking. I already can feel what this stream is about to be. It's gonna be nothing but technical difficulties after technical difficulties. Maybe this will do me in. Who knows? Oh god. Also, I just realized I also exit out of here, so god damn it. Okay, hold up. Let me take some time real quick to at least like get everything together. I had everything set up before I went off to go eat and shower. And as to why I decided, oh yeah, let's get out of this shit, I don't fucking know. And the funny thing about that too, like today hasn't even been like really fucked or anything. It's just been I've actually had a pretty decent day today. Honestly, it was like the first good day of the fucking year because all the days leading or every day since prior to yesterday or prior to today, I mean, was honestly not the greatest. A lot of it was dealing with, I guess you could say, let's say personal issues. And those personal issues, they fucked me up. They were fucking me up. They were jumping my black ass. I was like, oh no. A lot of it is mainly relationship shit, but I'm not tripping on it anymore. I'm feeling a lot better because I know for myself, I'm like, if I keep on getting stuck on this shit, I'm fucked. So, and it's not just that with relationships as a whole, but it's more or less also kind of like friendships too, because I've kind of come to the realization that the type of friend, because like I'm the type of friend who will basically be a therapist for everyone else and shit, but won't fix my own issues. And the more I'm realizing it, the less and less I've been like, I don't feel like myself no more, if that makes sense. Why can't I hear anything? Hold up. Hold up. If you start hearing shit from Teeth, actually, hold up. Hold up 1 second, folks, while we go and try to fix this shit. Yeah, it's not trying to play my music. I can literally, like, I know the music is playing right now, but it's not trying to play music for myself for some reason, and I don't know why it's doing that. Hold up. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Updates. No. No. Okay. Okay, let's see. Maybe if I switch to analog, will it change something? Nope, it did not change shit. All right, back to HDMI. Okay. Okay, this is weird. It's bothering me because, like, I can hear the sound. I know it's coming out, but it just doesn't want to fully play here. Hold up. Okay. This is what I was not looking for. Maybe this will do me in, because this is enough for me to be like, oh, fuck this shit right now, but I'm staying strong. We're gonna get through this stream. We're gonna get through the Lost Forest. Are we gonna have fun going through this Lost Forest? I don't fucking know. Honestly, everything. So, like, here's the funny thing, right? Even though I have played this game multiple times, I have never gone through the I haven't gone so far to go to the Lost Forest, because after the black market I'm basically done. Like, I'll stop playing it after a while, or shit happens where, you know, just can't play it for whatever reason. And so now I'm doing this for the first time and I'm like, oh fuck. Like, oh, I might be out of my element for this one. I might be fucked here. So that's literally like what this is currently. It's like, at this point it's gonna be interesting because I'm genuinely curious to see how this shit is about to go. Will it go well? Maybe. Will it not? Probably. And I'm just like, ugh. Let's see. All right, this is like a level 30 area, which we're gonna be going to. Note that the HP other than the main character and Maki enters battle with 1/4. So yeah, that's the Mana Castle, which we're not doing tonight. We're not doing the Mana Castle. All right, we're doing the Lost Forest. Cool. Now, with the map pulled up, let me figure out what the hell's going on. What's this application called? Game Capture HD. Bring this out. Check the game audio section. Use the right volume level and it's not muted. Yeah, that's weird. Okay, hold up. I'm gonna get out of this, and then we're gonna try and do something else. Let's figure something out to fuck with this, to like figure something out. Cause my first, like, the first thing that I'm thinking about doing right now is just switching over. But I can't, but afterwards I won't be able to check well, I can check the chat through my phone, but it says I can't check all the other shit to make sure everything's okay. But even then, you're gonna hear it through my TV, and it's not gonna be great. So I'm trying, okay, maybe, is it something with mine? Because hold up, right? If I play music, it's playing. The music's playing, so I can hear that. Okay, hold up. Maybe I'll do this. What's up, Minnie? Oh, now you want to work, you piece of shit? There's one thing people don't tell you about being a streamer, is that you'll be dealing with so many fucking technical difficulties, it's not even funny. So I have a question. What's up? If it's about me not texting you, I've been dealing with demons. I'm being honest. And I'm just like, bleh. Let's just be honest. Like, let's just be honest right then and there. You hate me? No, I do not. I'm just going through shit. I was going through shit. I'm somewhat okay right now. I'm somewhat stable. Though I won't lie, I am like this close to crashing out right now. Because the situation we're dealing with, not only in our country, but just in general, I'm just like, ugh. Also, wait, now I'm thinking about what the fuck. Okay, we did that. So what the fuck else were we doing? Hold on, let me check something real quick. Magic, Persona. Okay, we got Hellcat up to 8. 1 times L. 1. I don't even know how the fuck to pronounce that one. Okay. Wait, hold up. Oh, I gotta heal. Well, it's not too crazy for healing, but yeah. What about levels? Let me check that real quick. 28. And her persona level's at 29. She's at 31, but it's at 30 right now, which is level 27, 26, 23. God damn. Okay, yeah, tomorrow when we do our grinding stream, Mark is going to be doing everything at this point because he is slacking. Him and Chris are both like so fucked right now with this shit. Meanwhile, our main character, Mary, and Nate are actually doing decently well. These two, not so much. It ain't looking Gucci for us, folks. So, good thing we're doing that. Actually, now I'm starting to remember we're doing, whatchamacallit. We are about to go and, oh, wait a minute, I should not be, this is not where I need to be. I need to be, that's a clinic, other clinic. Hold up. Yeah, that's pharmacy, okay. There should be a healing room somewhere. I guess there isn't. Is there not a healing room here? Ah, shit. Also, let me go check this out real quick. I'm pretty sure, I feel like we do need to up ourselves with some armor, but that's kind of dicey right now because we barely, like, one thing so far about this game, you barely make any fucking money and you're just like, ah, shit. All right, I think we already got all that, so yeah, we need to spend some time. Yeah, tomorrow will be the grinding stream where we'll basically be trying to level everyone up to about the same range. It won't be the same exact level, but decent for the most part. So that's something to be looking forward to. Yippee yahoo. Also, I am curious about the personas that we can make. I know we can't make a lot right now because of our current state and where we are in the game, but I feel like it might be a decent amount. Let's see. All right, fusion, full service. All right, Anubis, Oog, Mordo, Shaw, and this motherfucker is, whoo, that's a strong bitch. Level 88. Look at them stats. Them stats are juicy. Mwah, chef's kiss. He's weak, strong against attack. Oh yeah, he has no weakness. I'm curious though, like, what all those skills could do, but we'll figure it out later. Lance, I'm pretty sure we don't have him. Dual Stab, Quake, Tremor Alt, Intimag, and Drago Spear. Wicked against physical. That's weird. Wait, that's even weirder considering his stats. Yeah, that's weird. Hold up, let me see if I can make him into something else. Hold up. Helion, Wind All, Gust All, Tackle, and Dead Whip. Fun. Who else we got? Okay, yeah, nothing crazy. Leviathan, which I'm pretty sure we already fused, so we don't have to worry about that. Deva, I'm pretty sure we fused her as well. Yeah, because she has Bless, Ill Cure, Love Whip, Spirit Norm, Heal All, and Hell Eyes, which I have zero clue what the hell that's gonna do, but yeah, we'll figure that out when we get there. See, Mach, you got Wave, Poison Pen, Gale Wind, Wave All, and Sonic. Then that's it. I mean, not really a lot per se. Like, we go to Anubis here, Drone Punch, Spirit Norm, Judgment, and Life. The life one is actually pretty good because we can recover. We can basically revive people without needing an item for that. But I'm curious about something real quick. Hold up. Oh yeah, he doesn't really have anything that. Okay. Have I checked out Mordo yet? Iron Punch, Bolt, Magnet All, and Viper Smash, which isn't really anything crazy, but I could give this to Mark. But wait, he's level 33. Never mind. This sucks. All right. Yeah, we're not gonna worry about it till for now. We might be fine. I'm not sure how the Lost Force is gonna go, but I don't know. I'm confident that it won't be horrible, right? It won't be like, oh, we're fucked when we go through it. So let's just pray it's not like that, because I'm not looking forward to it. Also, did I say I was gonna get myself Stalios? I might keep Hellcat. How about this? We run through the dungeon with Hellcat and go from there. All right. I say, yeah. And then let me go check how many cards we have left for like negotiation, because if Mary can like carry most of the negotiations, then we're Gucci. Either that, or I'm just gonna have to spend some time later with that. So that's what, 4 more slots? And I'm pretty sure we can get some along the way, so it's not that bad. Okay, let's get the fuck out of here. Wait 1 second. We're gonna do this real quick. I am gonna take advantage of these items. So let's see, strength. What do I want to use this for? Put that to Mark. We're gonna up your HP, vitality. I'll have that for myself. Luck incense, me. Speed, we'll give that to Nate. Or I guess that actually affected his SP, but you know what? Never mind. I'm not gonna ponder that shit. All right, cool. Check out this shop real quick to see if they got anything, and then we'll go from there. Yahoo! Oh, this feels so weird controlling again. Oh, all right. Ho ho ho! Welcome to my store. What can I do for you? Oh, you scare me, sir. All right. Yeah, there's nothing here. Sell. How much is... Nope. Nope. I don't even think we need this. Realistically, we don't really need the Firestone. Magic Rock? Nah. Yeah, this one... It's worse too, because you can't really... When it comes to selling items, you get dick for selling shit. Like, you don't get anything at all. Nothing good. It's just... It's booty cheeks. I don't like it. I don't like it. Ah, damn. You know what? It's no worries. That's why we have tomorrow. I know I keep on bringing it up, but I'm kind of looking forward to it. But I'm not actually looking forward to it because it's going to be grinding, and that shit is going to be... It's going to be hell. No, we're not even going to like joke around here. That shit is going to be hell. Because we're going to be spending a lot of time trying to get from point A to point B in this bitch, and it's going to be like, ugh, I'm not looking forward to it. Nope. And the worst part is, too, with how battles kind of go out in this game, especially with how slow they feel, it doesn't make it any better. Because now you're going to just be like, okay, you know, we're progressing well, woohoo. And it's just... But I don't know. I'm going to try to figure out a way to kind of spice it up as well. Because I already... my biggest thing where I was kind of like, I do want to play this game, but I also know that there might be the possibility of me having to like grind and shit. And with this one, I keep on forgetting like how slow the game is. Now, of course, if it was the PSP version, different story. We could go and deal with that and be fine. But at the same time, it's also like, I don't know. All right, I got Jack-o'-lantern or Pyro Jack here now. So, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just boost their shit up. Hold up. Kobold. That's DD. Like King DDD. All right, let me go pull him up real quick. All right. Let's see. DDD. There. What the fuck? Joke's on you. I don't have a basement. How the? Yeah. No. Joke's on you, but I ain't got a fucking basement. And it's only popping up here. Oh wait, that is. Oh, I didn't even. Wait. Yeah, that isn't even popping up on chat. That's weird. Watch streak. You know, I was curious about that. Like, what the heck was that all about? Hold up. Is my volume on? No. Okay, cool. Oh, fuck it. I'm not gonna worry about it. All right. Let's continue on. Let's see. So, Mary needs to ask. I feel like this is gonna be easy. Mary asked him, "My power is so limited. Please help me." Why is it bringing him joy? Fucking hell. Come on, please don't fuck me here. Please don't. Game, listen, I don't, please do not fuck me right now, okay? Do not fuck me over, please. Please, no. God damn it. Okay, hold up. Let me try something else. Waste time. Come on. Maybe I should, you know, each day we play this game on stream, or every time I play this on stream, I always think to myself, maybe, just maybe, I should have, and just hear me out here, played the PSP version and deal with it. I should have done that, and now I'm paying the goddamn consequences. Ah, Jesus Christ. I mean, at the end of the day, we at least got them to be interested, but we also pissed them off at the same time, so yeah. Hey, do you understand? A female, not a kid. I want to fuse with a fine girl. No, you're getting fused with a slime. Yo ass is gonna be the ugliest motherfucker on God's green earth. Just because you said, listen, I want to be fused with a fine female. Not today. You didn't even say please afterwards? Yeah, no, go fuck yourself. If I could tell that to D, honestly, if, okay, I won't say if this shit was real, because let's be real here. If the events of this game were real, I would, honestly, if I'm being very honest here, I probably would end my life like right then and there, because I'm not dealing with demons and shit. I might be playing games about demons. I might be covering shit about demons, but I know good and well not to fuck with them. Honestly, you play enough Megaton, you already have an idea where it's like, yeah, if we do this, we might get fucked up or something. I don't know. All right, let's see. Okay, he is DN. So DN. Where is it? It was Shadow Aspect. Yeah. So Mary just needs to waste his time. Okay, cool. WM. Black Widow, Mark needs to stare, so that's out of the question. God damn it. Helion is FY. Helion. Nate needs to prepare his speech. Okay. The only one we could really do then is Shadow. So Shadow was, what was it again? Hold up. It's literally right here. DN. Mary needs to waste his time. All right, say less. All right, Mary, you're up. Now, please don't fail me. Please don't fail me. That's all I'm asking. Just don't fail me, please. Don't hit me with some bullshit that's like, oh, guess what? It's actually gonna bring him joy, not interest. Because if so, I'm gonna crash out. I'm gonna freak. I'm gonna do it. God fucking. He's gonna be angry. He's gonna be angry with me. Okay. You want money? I wanted to say fuck you, but nope. Didn't even work. Okay. Maybe this time? Yeah, fuck it. I don't. You just stared back. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. We're gonna kill him. We're gonna kill him. It's time, bitch. It is fucking time. You gonna hit me with that bullshit? Merry Christmas, you about to take all of this damage. Yeah, hey, and one that ran away. Why? Because she knows she's about to get her ass fucked up. Shadow, you did this shit you did this shit to yourself. Look at your homies in the back. Yeah, they got hit. They got hit. They're about to get hit some more. We're just gonna keep on hitting motherfuckers up in here. Quake all. What's that doing? Ha! Didn't do shit. Well, it kind of did shit, but it doesn't matter. Eternity. Damn it. But it doesn't matter, bitch. We healing. Nate is our resident healer. Let's go. You know, I do kind of find that funny. How like so a funny trope that a lot of people bring up with JRPGs is the concept of the healing bitch. And I'm not gonna go too far into it because I'm pretty sure you guys might know it. If you don't, basically one person just their only role in the game is just to heal. Nate has become that at this point because like I don't know what else you could do with him because even if I put him up front, it's not gonna lead to like good results. At least in this case. Maybe if it was like we ended up getting Ellen or Ellie instead of whatchamacallit, instead of Chris, things would have been fine. Like he probably would have been able to do more, but that's not the case. He's not gonna be able to do more. He's kind of just in the middle, right? Like in the middle where it's like it's not too bad. Like I can do something, but I also can't. Flip-flop and shit. The thing that sucks though is like I can't use half of the skills. Like I can't use twin slash if I wanted to be on the offense against them. All right. I think by the time we get to our when we get to the PSP version, it should be better though. Like, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, Nate isn't even in the Snow Queen route. If I remember correctly, I think he's in the. Nate should be in the. Nate is in Sebek. Nate and Marcus in Sebek. Yuki and. Was it Alana? Yeah, I think it's Alana is in there as well. I don't remember off the top of my head. The other thing I do remember though is like Snow Queen, because at least from what I've heard, Snow Queen Quest is essentially so actually let me, before I say what I'm about to say, because it might not make sense for a lot of people, brief context, right? So and SMT, so before this game, there was a game released before it called Shin Megami Tensei F, right? Was basically laid the foundation for what Persona would eventually be. So in that game, you had multiple different characters you could play as, and each one that kind of had their own thing that made them unique, right? So like, for example, there was one character, I forgot what her name was, but she was connected to the main villain of the game as like his sister. I remember correctly, I think it was her sister or something along those lines. So if you, oh yeah, now I remember, her name was Reiko. If you played as Reiko, or not play as Reiko, if you had Reiko as your partner for the game, it's basically like, it's essentially covers everything for If, right? Because every character you play with kind of breaks certain things into pieces. So like if you play as Charlie, you don't have to do like half of the stages in that game. So like, let's say for example, there's like 5 places you have to go. Charlie's route cuts it by 3. I think the other character's name was what, Yumi? If I remember correctly, Yumi only had like what, 4? No, she had the normal 5. But then you play as Reiko, and that's like 6. A whole additional new spot you also were able to go through. Long story short. So after you beat the game, there was also another part and another partner you could have in your game. And his name was, if I remember correctly, is Akira. So Akira, his route was something completely different, right? You couldn't even come across, you couldn't even use him until you beat in the game. That's how insane it was. And that route is like, when I tell you it's extremely different, imagine, right? We're playing this game. And was it okay? So how do I want to describe it? Because there's a certain way that I want to describe it so like you can understand like how it is, right? Imagine if the American release of this game had it where after you beat the game, you then unlock the Snow Queen quest. That's how Akira was, and that Snow Queen quest or Akira's whole separate case was really hard. That game assumed that at that point, like you beating it and you perfectly understand how this shit goes. Cool. Now we're gonna wrap things up, and we're also gonna make it a living hell for you to go through with all the dungeons, enemies. Oh, the enemies especially. They'll really mess you up if you're not prepared. And the biggest emphasis of them all, the bosses. The bosses are just no bueno. If you thought the bosses in the original, rounds that you went through were bad, the ones in Akira's route, it's enough to make anybody cry. Oh, excuse me. So like with that in mind, you're kind of just like, well, I'm scared. And so, yeah, that's basically what it is overall. But in the case for Snow Queen Quest, it is different, very different, same general gameplay analysis, but it also assumes that you've beaten the Sebek route before doing it, because you can't access it like very early into the game, but a lot of people do not advise it. Or at least they'll tell you like, hey, beat the game first, then do Snow Queen Quest if I remember correctly. Actually, hold up. Before I say that, 'cause I might be wrong, let me look something up real quick. Snow Queen Quest. Oh, that's funny. So, okay, so I just looked it up. So let me go and put this together real quick. Hold up. I'm gonna share my screen, folks. It's time for a little bit of a lesson. Sorry, folks, we're going full-on nerd in this bitch, but I don't care. I really don't. So, here's how the Snow Queen quest is, right? So, think about it like this. In the Sebek quest, you kind of can just go straight forward, right? It's just, boom, shoot straight from point A to point B. Snow Queen quest, you have a bunch of shit that you have to do before you can do it, right? So, like, here's how to describe it, right? So like the Snow Queen quest or SQQ consists of 3 major dungeons: Hypnos Tower, Nemesis Tower, and Thanatos Tower. In order to get all 5 ambrosia, a totem that allows players to fuse the ultimate personas for each character, one must start from the most difficult tower, or difficult spot, Thanatos Tower, blah. And this section talks about how to approach this ordeal. So that already kind of gives you an idea of like, ooh, is this gonna be okay and stuff. So yeah, see, say literally you need to do this nav. You don't care about raising. Skip this part. Okay, yeah, so this doesn't matter. But basically, what you have to do, right? So okay, you do your basic encounter there, you know, in the hospital. You go to the school, and at that point, you know, hey, we gotta, you know, patch up the wall that happened. You know, that happened like a couple streams ago. So from that point, things kind of like diverge a bit because you have to look for whatchamacallit. You had to look for something because there's a bunch more shit that's on top of it. But the way that this guide is making it, first of all, they want you to be at least level 20, preferably 21, before tackling that dungeon or the quest overall, right? And technically this is to get the ambrosia, which of course will let you get your totem personas. But even then, it's still enough to be like, oh, if I have to do that, then that's gonna be kind of ooh and shit, right? Of course, one of the other big things is that they require you to save up money, a budget of 500,000 yen. Yes, 500,000 yen. Make sure to highlight that real quick. 500,000 yen, which in the case of like the PS1 version, if we were playing this on the PS1 version, right? Like if we said, fuck the dialogue, and we just want to just play through it, and you know, quirks and all, we would need to save up that amount of money. And in this game, Ugh. So that's already something right there. So let's see, each counter can earn you up to 900 to 2,000 yen. You may also sell the loot for a quicker result, such as extra equipment, life stones, etc. However, keep all the magical guards from the ghost or zombie girls. About 20 will be ideal. That's fun. And not only that, we also got to play the casino games. Yay! God damn it. I might not even do this part here because, but yeah, no, there's a whole lot of shit that we're going to have to do. And that in and of itself would be like, oh boy, this is not going to be fun. Also, the foes can wipe your party out in usually 1 to 2 hits. Use contact to avoid big battles. Ugh. The whole adventure is timed. You're given 3 hours to complete the tower. The timer only counts the duration of walking in the dungeon in first-person view. All other occasions do not count. Thank fucking God. If any characters die in Thanatos Tower, his / her persona will be sealed. Now that I'm thinking about it, this shit reminds me so much of like this part right here, right, where you have to go to a whole nother room to essentially revive yourself or revive your party members. That's almost straight out of like Digital Devil Story Megami Tensei. And fun fact for you guys, Digital Devil Story Megami Tensei was a pain in the ass to play. If you want to play an RPG from the 80s that is so hard it makes you want to like scream, play that game. NES or the freaking remake or remaster with Kyoyaku. Either or, you're gonna hate your life. So all of this to say, I'm like, oh boy, that's definitely gonna be a bitch. It's gonna be a bitch. So I'm just like, oh boy. But I don't know. I think a part of it too, like I feel like we might be fine overall, but we'll see how this goes. All right. It's time to lock in though, folks. It's time to lock in and let's get through this. See if we can finish by 1 o'clock? Not 1 o'clock, not 1 a.m. I mean 11. But we'll see. I got the map. I also got the map right here, so we can go and figure things out. Yippee. Yeah. I don't know. I think my brain is also kind of dead for the week or dead for the night, so if this freaking stuttering was anything, yeah, it's just bleh. Also, this world must have been very peaceful. The police didn't even exist. Shit, that would be a perfect utopia, honestly. I can't help you here. Just go. So you're just gonna leave? Damn. This used to be a flower garden a month ago, and now it's a forest, the Lost Forest. And thinking about the Lost Forest makes me think about Zelda, and I'm now scared because how's this gonna be? Actually, I won't lie. This feels creepy. This is my first time going through this, and I'm already like creeped out to an extent because I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? All right, so in terms of mapping things out. Actually, I'm curious to see when. Actually, hold up. So if we go east, we could get the treasure that's over there. And I'm pretty sure if I go west, then I don't know. Yeah, let's go east first. Also, the music sounds really good here. I like it so far. I think a lot of the PS1 Megaten games were very unique. In my personal opinion, like, okay, so a little bit of context, right? I have an immense love for the 5th generation of consoles, right? Yes, even though that it's not exactly the best console generation, it was a console generation that introduced a lot of franchises, especially a lot of the franchises that I love, like Crash Bandicoot, and then of course Revelations, or not Revelations, but Persona as a whole. But I don't know, there's a certain vibe to this era of gaming for the PS1, Sega Saturn, and Nintendo 64 that kind of had like it had a unique vibe to it. It's a vibe that it's hard to kind of bring down, but like, okay, the best way I can describe it, and please do not give me any shit for this, but you know the back rooms? Like how people say like there's different levels to this shit. Some are fine, some aren't and stuff. It's kind of like that in my opinion. Some games kind of feel like, okay, your average game that would have came out on the Super Nintendo Genesis. But then you have games like this that are like so dark, you're like, what the hell? And the vibe too is just like either grungy, metallic. It gave you like a really weird feeling as you played through them. Plus, when it came down to like the low poly models for a lot of characters, that in FSL 2 was like, how do I describe it? Uncanny in a way. Can you say it's uncanny? Kinda. It's like to me at least, it's very uncanny seeing character models that are supposed to be, oh fuck me. Well, actually we do enough damage, so it's not too bad. But it's kind of creepy in the sense that like they're supposed to look like real humans, but they don't completely look like real humans, if that makes sense. And then you have something like and then of course when Resident Evil started making the rounds, and I can honestly say this is the case for like most games around that time, but I can't confidently say for sure. But some of them too, like with the pre-rendered backgrounds, it really helped to make them feel like weird. Sure, the freaking mansion in Resident Evil 1 kind of, so like, okay, I remember watching Some Call Me Johnny, and he kind of described it as studio apartments. Like some of the rooms there, it kind of felt like that. But to me, it felt like, okay, this was a haunted, like, okay, yeah, this is a, you know, standard mansion. But you definitely could feel like there was something evil lurking behind every corner as you play through it. And it's just, so good. I love it so much. And then the PS2 came along. It kind of continued to trend a bit, but that was more so with the Dreamcast than anything. And I'm only saying the Dreamcast because of whatchamacallit, stuff like Ill Bleed. That game, when that shit gets an English translation, I'm playing it on stream. It's probably going to be the weirdest experience I ever have with an RPG, but it's so weird. I think the best way I can actually describe all of it is that it's experimental in a way where it's very out there. And we don't have that nowadays. Like, most of the games that we have are relatively play as safe. Which kind of sucks because it's like, I don't know, you could do some really interesting shit. Like how, oh, excuse me. Like how we're doing right now. Like how this game looks, I definitely feel like you can do that, especially with the technology that we have, but we just don't. Everyone wants to make, it feels like a lot of developers, it feels like everything is playing it too safe right now, where yeah, it makes sense because unfortunately our industry is now being ran by shareholders more than people who actually like playing games. And you gotta appease the shareholders or things are gonna be fucked. But at the same time, I'm like, if we have more weird ass games or creepy feeling games, like how it was in the early PS1 days and then the Dreamcast as well, boy, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like it will be really good. That's the best way I can describe it. Because, I don't know, it's just, it's a lot to think about. And I always think a lot about if things were different in the gaming industry. Because even though I'll say that I'm trying my best to stay optimistic about the state of the industry, I kind of don't like the way it is operating right now. Like, I don't like the fact that you can't really make the games you want to make without shareholders popping up as being like, oh, this game is not gonna sell and shit. Like, why do we care about that? Like, why can't we just let it, you know, we just make it, figure it out, and don't try to put too much of a big budget on it. And because of the stuff that we have in terms of like the technology, yes, a lot of the technology that we have is great. That makes game development a lot easier to deal with and quicker as well. But I don't think we need these like crazy ass budgets with it. is irritable. He was like, wait, why would he talk to me? I'm not even gonna try to ponder that shit. But what I was saying earlier was like, I wish there was a way where, well, we already know how people can like do that type of shit, and it's with indie games. I don't know. I think I'm just it's a weird mixture of me wanting to wait for someone to make that weird game, but then here I am wanting to learn how to make games or learning how to make games. I'm like, I can literally do this if I wanted to. I can do this. I can make that weird game. I don't know. I can definitely tell you one thing. I'm not exactly confident in my ability to be able to make such a weird game. Though I can tell you one thing. I can recommend one. It's called Die Speak Lat. Wait, hold up. Let me check. Let me find this game real quick. Because there is a weird one that I came across. Also, did anyone else? Okay, cool. Also, Jesus Christ. Is someone dead? No. Oh, dear fucking God. Okay, hold up. Almost there. We can figure this out. Alright, yeah, here we go. First, let's actually kill these guys real quick. So if that doesn't work, let's do Eternity, and we'll do it from the back. We're gonna heal all because, ooh, our health ain't looking good, Chief. Yeah, no, we'll actually Holy Bound, fuck it. Twin Slash, cool, awesome. Oh, that's nice damage. Okay. Damn. I don't even know what the hell Bless All did, and I pray to God it's not some bullshit. Alright, Fire All again. Use Eternity for you. Heal all. Nah, I need to get this persona up to level 8 at least. Wait a minute, if they can use Eternity, I might be fucked. Ooh, gotcha, bitch. Aha! Okay, hopefully this kills them, because if Mary goes next, I think she's gonna die. Hey, at least it's one person. Nice. I think I'm gonna die. Am I gonna die? Never mind. 266, baby. Let's go. Close bow. Alright. I should probably put this into some of my other stats, but fuck it, let's put it up to luck. Hey, maybe, just maybe, it'll help us for the damn casinos if I ever do that again. Well, we might have to when we go into for tomorrow's stream. Look at all these treasure chests. For moi? Oh, I love it. All right. Okay, so let me show you that game that I'm talking about. So this game is called They Speak from the Abyss by They Speak from the Abyss Zenith. And this is by Nikki Kalpa. So I haven't played the demo for this game yet, which I need to. Will I do it on stream? Maybe. But I've been following her for a minute while she was making this game, and it looks so goddamn good. It's a first-person dungeon crawler too, which is just chef's kiss. I love it. funny enough, I wanted to do something like this as well, like learn how, or not really learn, or not, well, learn, yes, but I wanted to like make my own first person dungeon crawling game. I remember I tried doing it for a college project, but it didn't work out at all, so I was like, okay, fuck it. And I remember having to build a battle system on through Unity from scratch, mind you. And all I'm gonna say is, despite everything that happened during that project, especially with the fact that I almost lost all my progress, I got a B. I think it was like either a regular, I think it was either just a B or a B plus. It was one of the two. That project still haunts me to this day because all it did was lower my self-confidence as a programmer. Because after that point, I was like, yeah, I need to get better at this shit. But it looks so good. It looks so good. It's creepy. And yeah, I will definitely play this, in my honest opinion. Hell, fuck it. We might play it on stream after we do, after we beat this Abet quest. We could just play through this real quick. Should be fun. But yeah, and I won't lie to you, seeing what they were going through with this whole entire project was interesting. It was very insightful too, because at least with me, I have such a very simple-minded view of game development, or I used to. But the more and more I've seen from like developers, whether they're like indie level or high level, I'm like, no, never mind, because it requires you to do a lot of shit. And I've stopped being so like negative towards developers because they got a lot of shit to do on their plate. The moment you like, you could joke all you want about game design classes, but once you start taking them and you understand and learn all the complexities that comes with game development, it really makes you have a whole new perspective for it. Because instead of it being like, oh, the developers are lazy, they ain't shit, they don't fucking care about this game. No, they do care about this game. They really want to make the best game possible. But programming, doing the art, all that shit, it takes a lot of time, a lot of money. And did I say time? If I haven't, then fucking time. It takes a lot to do. And it always annoys me when people are like, oh, this developer clearly, so like, let's use Tekken for example, right? Tekken, oh, by the way, if you want to follow them as well, I probably should have, yep, there they go, if you want to follow their stuff, yeah, that's right here, Kaplasoft, I'll even put it in the chat for you guys. Actually, I'll just copy link to profile. No, put it in chat for you guys. Merry Christmas, folks. I wonder if it's gonna pop. Oh, it didn't pop up for YouTube. Okay, I gotta do that later. I'll figure it out. I'll probably link it in the VODs. All right. So yeah, but yeah, that's that. I still need to try this game out when I get a chance. Oh, but yeah, let's go back to what I was saying before, right? Tekken. Did I exit out of this? No, I did not. It's not gonna pop up. Cool. Wait. Let me make sure I can actually see. Yeah. Okay. Oh, cool. Okay, my stuff is showing. Cool. Whew. If it didn't, I was gonna be sad for a second. All right. So, oh, god damn it! I didn't mean to go back to the dungeon. So yeah. But let me use that. But to bring up that example, let's talk about Tekken real quick, right? Tekken, my baby boy, the one that made me feel like I was actually good at fighting games to an extent. So Tekken, I don't know too much about Tekken 8's development, but I can imagine that it's difficult because you have, so like, for what I can tell from like Harada's interview about it, for one thing, he's been trying to prop up more people to take over the development for Tekken, because you can imagine now, okay, it's like, because we understand it now, hey, he's gonna be retiring, you know, he's retiring, he's not gonna be here anymore. Also, damage, what the fuck? Okay, I didn't do a lot of damage, but okay, that was weird. Wow. Y'all some hoes. Also, let me check what those items do. What was I saying again? Yeah. You know, he was already talking about leaving during this time, which, yeah, it makes sense. Hell, with being in the industry for so long, I can imagine anyone would be like, after like years and years of working on one particular franchise, or even two franchises. I don't remember all the games that he did, but I do remember he was like big with Tekken. You wonder to yourself, okay, when am I gonna take a, what the hell? Okay. Like, I wouldn't even be surprised if he was like, after a while, just like, yeah, I can't keep on doing this shit. I gotta go. I got deuces on these motherfuckers. So he was trying to bring in new people, but the new people, I guess you could say, didn't have as good of a grasp on what Tekken is as a game, and especially with its balancing. That, and also like the community sometimes could be very hypocritical. They'll say, oh, this is Tekken, but then something else happens, like, oh, that's not Tekken. And it's just like, well, which one is it, motherfucker? Tell me, inform me, please, so I know, type shit, right? So it's a matter of them now having to try to figure things out. So that's why season 2 was the way it is. Now, does that excuse the fact that season 2 again is the way it is? Not completely. Certain things you can imagine, you can look at it and be like, yeah, that doesn't seem like a good idea. Like having a new moves for the characters or most of your characters, most of them, okay, cool. It gave them more stuff to do, I guess you could say. But they overtuned the fuck out of people like Asuka, and especially Brian. Brian is everywhere. And even though I understand his role in the game, the fact that he's the big damage dealer, I do not like that. Like, I don't like how unfun it is going up against him, because going up against him feels like I'm literally fighting for my fucking life every time. And it's just like, no, especially with the people I gotta fight. It's even worse. The people that I fight who play as Brian, to me, they feel like they're like top one. Then again, of course, I don't know the matchup, so I can't really say much. But nevertheless, it's still intimidating every time to go up against them. And I wish there was a way like, okay, he can be strong, but he has weaknesses. But at least Brian in his current state, he doesn't really have any, he doesn't feel like he has a lot of weaknesses, unless, you know, maybe I lab him for a bit and then I'll find it myself. But it's just, yeah, it's weird. Oh, and I think you can put that with other fighting games as well, because I know a lot of people have been talking about the balancing of like practically all the fighting games that have been coming out, and they're saying like, oh, the balancing is ass. I know they're saying it right now for Guilty Gear. I don't know too much about it, but all I heard was like people are not happy with what changed. So it's like this weird dichotomy of like, okay, I understand, but at the same time, are you mad because the balancing is genuinely makes the game worse, or are you salty? There's something about it that you're just salty about, right? Like, whatever it is, I wish I could like figure that out, or I wish I could say that and be like, oh, it's because of this. Well, I just don't know. Mainly because I don't want to seem like an ass saying like, oh, it's because of this, when in reality it isn't. Because I have been wrong many times, and I don't like coming off like a jackass who thinks he knows everything. So yeah, it's just, that wasn't shade by the way, that wasn't shade. That was just me like genuinely being scared of like coming off like that. Also, good old H2O. Gotta love it. Gotta love it, folks. I love it. I love water. Fills my soul with light. All right. Let's see. Okay, yeah. So this is the guide. Also, just remember, I gotta let me go to the guide real quick so we can get the good ending. All right. So what is it? Wait, hold up. Okay. So, room full of chests. A give and take fountain. See section on rooms in the center of the sun. Wait, there's a. Okay, hold up. I'm reading through the guide and they brought up something about a give and take fountain, which I don't know what the hell that means or what it does. Hold up. Let's see. I'm not seeing anything about it. This is weird. I'm trying to figure out, right, where the where everything is. Also, yeah, I'm trying to remember which one it was. Sorry. Texting my mom about something. Trying to figure out something. I'll figure it out later. All right. I'm also looking through this right now and I'm trying to like find everything, but I can't at all. I'm like, where is this section about rooms? It's not giving me anything about rooms and shit. Okay, you know what? I'm not even gonna worry about it. Let's just keep on going. And I'm like, wait, it's a room that says it's stuff for the fall, or not room that says it's for the fall. Blah. It's a room, like apparently it's another room that you can draw shit in and maybe get something out of it. I guess, but I don't fucking know. Also, hold up. Oh, this is the PSP version. Hold up. Wait a minute. Wait a damn minute. It's this one, right? Yes. Okay. Translate. Ooh, what the? Ooh, yeah, we're really not doing the Mana Castle because. Hold up. Let me show y'all the map real quick for Mana Castle, just so you can understand how this castle, how this part will be, right? This is Mana Castle. Everything from here, like first floor, second floor, third, fourth, yeah, this I don't like this. I don't like the look of this shit. And then this is the Ghost House 2. Ooh, that's even worse. No, thank you. I'm good. I am so good off that shit. I'm cool. I'm Gucci. Yeah, I'm kind of glad we're just doing the Lost Forest tonight, because if we did more than that, I think I probably would cry. Also, look at that real quick. Oh, so wait a minute. That one. Okay, so I didn't have to walk like any particular distance. Okay, cool. I keep on forgetting like the differences between the PS1 and PSP port is that they changed up the overall map layout. So some places are a lot easier to navigate. All right. So we go down over here, look up north real quick. If we go to the east, that's going to lead us to a dead end. So we got to go this way. All right. Go this way. I think I need to go all... Why? Hey. Yeah, fucking... Oh, you gotta be kidding me. You know what? That could have been worse. That could have been so much worse. But I'm glad it isn't. Alright. God damn it. And then, I don't know what that S is on the map, but I'll figure that out eventually. Fire all. Holy white, which will spread over here. Actually, I am going to use my gun. Holy bound. Twin slash. Aha, no damage, bitch. How about that, you motherfucker? Look at that damage. We're about to continue in that. We're about to rack it some more up, baby. Rack some more up. There we go. We got 2 of them. Bitch. Haha. Bam, boom, biggity, boom, bam. Let's go. Only 2 of them left. Come on, Chris. Deliver the final blow. Fuck. Will it be Mark then? Well, Mark, you disappoint me. As a part of the black community, we do not accept this man anymore because this nigga's trash. I can't even blame him either because I don't know. In my personal opinion, I feel like this game really I feel like what we are going through right now really fucked him over. Because, boy, this man barely was able to gain levels. Mary's the only one taking everything. It's fucked. It is so fucked in these streets right now. No, so streamer boss has an update. Ooh, yeah, I need to update that after the stream ends. Okay. Come on, Nate. Yeah. Fuck him up. Look at him. Look at the level up. I think he's like at the same level as our pro tag now. Thank God. All right. So remember correctly, this should be the spot where we go through everything. All right. I'm not even gonna stunt this motherfucker. We're killing him. Actually, use holy white. Defense drop and twin slash. Not bad. Whew. I won't say. Oh, so actually, now I'm thinking about it. Yeah, let me go. Okay, so let's get some down the way real quick. Like, let's get the. We're gonna do. Okay, so here's. I'm trying to figure out how I want to word it exactly. So, I mentioned this multiple times so far, but tomorrow, for our day stream, we're basically gonna be streaming. We're basically gonna be grinding in this game, just so we can prepare for the next dungeon and the dungeons afterwards, as well as, you know, boost some stuff up, you know, get ready for the fight ahead, I guess you could say. So in doing so, the way that stream is mainly going to work is that we're going to be spending some time just, you know, basically we're going to be spending a lot of time trying to gain levels, trying to get up and shit. And that's pretty much it. We're going to try to get some more money. We're going to try to get some more demons, do all that shit. God damn it, Mary leveled up again. Jesus Christ. What's up, Collie? What do you need help with? If it's a legal issue, I cannot help you with that. I might know stuff about the law, but I can't help you because I'm not a lawyer and shit. So, also, why is there a gingerbread house here? I don't like that. I don't like that there's a gingerbread house here. That's scary. That's creepy. I am very scared for what it's about to transpire. All right. Conversations about the future went so far that it's making me think about what's the answer to life with my dad. Chief, I'm going to tell you this right now. That is a conversation that you will always lose. Like, it is a conversation that will fuck, like, okay, how do I describe it? At least for me, right? I have thought about my future and the stuff that I will probably go through. And it's, also, I'm also looking at the series tab and see. Yeah, okay, so I can at least bring at least some positivity to that because, yeah, I feel Ultimate Doom. Don't. That's how they're gonna fuck. That's how life is gonna fuck you up, bro. So here's my take on it, right? First of all, whatever someone says might be the future, what might not be the future, is never 100% guaranteed, right? A lot of people died at one point in life, right? I'm trying to figure out the best. At one point, a lot of people died, right? Actually, I can't even find an example because I can't think of it. Cause I can say like, oh, people thought Drake was gonna be on some Michael Jackson level shit, but you can't say that anymore or some shit like that. But basically, think about it like this: while we are going through the shit that we are going through currently, it's not gonna last forever. And with the way certain things are, it's also not gonna happen in the context that we know it of. So like, for example, AI, right? AI, I feel like, is something that is kind of unavoidable to an extent because that is something that technologies want to try to lead up to because, you know, sci-fi shit and people don't understand why certain things are like, hey, we don't want AI because if we want artificial intelligence and them bitches start getting sentient, we've seen enough to say that we're fucking over. In the context of AI, I will say that generative AI is a thing that's going to fail, mainly because after a while, what else can we do with it, right? A lot of the stuff that feels human comes from, well, humans. Well, actually, I don't know. Hold up. Let me think about it a bit. Also, it's got me thinking about Evangelion and Akira. That's even worse. Oh god, okay. So your thing. Okay, that's funny. Hold up. Before I say anything else, let me try to collect my thoughts real quick. So, yeah, okay, I got it now. So, I do think it's funny that you brought up Evangelion because that's the same show that got me thinking about life too. Because I was like, oh my fucking god, after it, especially after I watched the end of Evangelion, that got me messed up. But I'll say this, right? To at least inspire some hope. No, it's okay. Talking about it with you is pretty funny. Thank you. Because I try to make light of it because that shit is depressing. Like, so the way I see it, right? AI's gonna be here, and it's gonna be here to stay. It's gonna be one of the new technology that blows up, and is, as we know it right now, is a hot ticket commodity. But the major thing to understand about AI, especially in this form that we currently have, we always had this shit as long as we've had, not as long as we had technology, but say give or take 90s, early 2000s, around that time frame, right? the AI that's being created that's actually doing stuff to help people to make certain tasks less monotonous is the one where I would say is perfectly fine, right? Because if I haven't made it clear for anyone else watching this stream, fuck AI, right? Fuck AI. That shit can go straight to hell. I hate it. I hate how it's being used to replace real artists, real creatives in the field with robots just to make, just to be cheap and shit. I hate that. I completely hate that shit with a burning passion. So yeah, get that out of the way. Fucking hate AI. I hate generative AI. Regular AI that's supposed to help you and make things slightly easier, I'm perfectly cool with that, because there's certain things that is monotonous as fuck. Looking for bugs is extremely annoying to do when you're trying to learn how to code or when you're programming just anything and shit. Because why am I over a thousand line of code? I gotta go all the way up to like code 25 to line 25, and it's just like, okay, where in line 25 is it? I don't see it. I'm not sure where the hell it could be, type shit. So in that context of that AI, it's going to be there. The problem is we have tech billionaires, tech bros, and just all these people who want to use AI for more than just that to fulfill their sci-fi fantasy. There's no ethics behind this shit, so it's eventually going to lead to a lot of bad shit happening if they go unchecked. And that's the main thing we need to be doing. We have to keep these motherfuckers in check, because if not, we're fucked. Like, we could have a SkyTech issue in our hand. We could have a Citizen Kane. Is it Citizen Kane? But I don't know. I forgot which one it was, but it's not going to be good. Also, my dad literally told me I'm thinking so small. No. We'll be at the point where humans won't need to make anything. The AI will analyze your biometrics and make it an experience personally tailored to you. That's capitalism right there. That's just capitalist shit at this point. Because I can imagine AI being used for that as well, and our system that we currently live under, where it's all about money, profit. And if we're not making profit, we're gonna exploit everything possible to get that money. We're getting that money from you, bitch, one way or another. And I feel like AI could be used for that in some way, but I don't think. And I feel like him and his thought, that's what's wrong. We shouldn't be thinking of AI as a means to replace stuff. We need to use AI to help with assistance, not to replace, assistance. Because if we use it to replace stuff, things are fucked. Like, everything's gonna get fucked. It's not gonna be fun. It's not gonna end well, because if it replaces a lot of the jobs that we have, so many people are going to get negatively affected by it. Hell, I remember when someone said they made a whole AI McDonald's, well, not AI McDonald's, but a McDonald's where it's mainly robots fixing the meals and doing everything. Imagine if that was all across America. So many people will be out of a job, not just the regular, high school teens that boomers think about when, people talk about, fast food jobs are for teenagers and so on and so forth and shit. It would be the people who didn't go to college because they couldn't afford it. People who had to work that type of job because, they didn't want to go to college, but they also didn't want to go to the military. So that was kind of like their only possible option. Or they could have been in jail. That's the only job that will take them. So on and so forth. Those who have to live off of minimum wage, people are going to be fucked. And unless they decide to, do universal income, right, where everyone gets a certain amount of money every month, right? Unless they did a system like that, it will make sense where it's like, okay, we don't have to work certain jobs anymore, but you'll still be able to live life and have fun with it and have fun, But realistically thinking, especially here in the US, they won't do that shit unless every moderate person is gone, right? We will never have something like that, because that's way too radical and that doesn't appease the corporate overlords. I feel like me talking about this is about to put me on a goddamn list. But the point is what we're doing right now with the people resisting and, making it known that we don't like AI, it's helping to know that, okay, so many people are against this shit. And even though there are just as many people who are with it, it's gonna start to turn to a point where people are just like, yeah, fuck, fuck the AI and shit, right? The other thing too is that AI bubble. If that shit pops, beyond the economic ramification that might happen, is going to make companies and make people just overall change their tune about it to an extent. Now that's more or less me hoping that like that will be like the best case scenario, where they will kind of like reevaluate what the worth of having AI is, right? Not the AI for like when you make games and shit. It's just, yeah, oh, I made your stream serious, sorry. Nah, don't worry about it, man. We're already talking about certain serious topics anyway. I was just spending a whole like 20 to 30 minutes talking about how about game development and shit, and how I wish games were less safe nowadays and did some like off the wall shit. Because I don't know, like I wish, because like everything just feels sanitized, and that can be fine, but it's like, have you ever not thought about making a game where a dude can run around in the banana suit fucking people up out of nowhere, and the reason why he's doing it is because of some deep shit? Like, I want more games with some deep esoteric shit to it. Like, give me another game, or, and I'm gonna say this in the hear me when I say this, right? If cloning was possible, I want someone to clone Suda51, clone 500 of them motherfuckers, have them make a company where they make nothing but weird ass games. Give us the weird Moonlight Syndrome games. Give us the Killer 7s, the No More Heroes. What else? The game that's about to come out now, Romeo is Dead, or Romeo is about to, wait, hold on, I'll figure that out later. But give us all those weird games instead of just a safe like battle royale, the same old battle royale, first person shooter, open world game, and all of that shit, right? If we could go back to that again, gaming will be freaking amazing, because we're already almost back. In the sense, like, we're about to be like, oh, we're so back and stuff, because indie games are, running the whole front of making interesting games, and then you have double A games being made as well, even some by big companies, because they understand, like, okay, you know what, we don't have to pour everything into a fucking game. We can make something that's so simple and then boom, make some money out of it, or some shit like that. So we were already talking about that, and plus I need topics to talk about, so if people were to tell me like, hey, how do you feel about this, I could go on a tangent all day. And I don't know, this also might help. I just thought about it too. I might be able to get a 2-hour stream off of this because I was just doing this. Hey, it's not too bad, because after I finish this dungeon, I'm getting off. I'm getting off. I'm spending the rest of the night doing my shit for Warframe and playing Xenosaga, which, by the way, playing Xenosaga, I've only played an hour of it so far, but god damn is that game, there's something about that game that's just it made my Xenogears hyperfixation just come back like a raging, I almost said no, yeah, like a raging boner. Yeah. I'm not elaborating that either. I said what I said, bitch. I said what I said. Also, maybe the problem is that he thinks his job is safe since he's a senior dev. Oh, most definitely. Also, we're gonna multitask here real quick. Also, who is it? You, aren't you the same ghost that appeared in the museum, or are you a friend of that ghost? Girl in white. Oh, damn, Mark, you had to make the girl cry. What the fuck? Boo hoo. Never mind. You can make her cry again, because you fucking little brat. Jesus Christ. But I can definitely believe that. Like, and it's not hard to believe and imagine, like, okay, because I hold such a high position, surely I could talk about these things like it's not going to affect me, but it's going to affect you one way or another. Unless, let's say it like this, right? Unless you are extremely vital to that company, or you have a bunch of, unless you're bringing a value to that company, whereas like if we get rid of him, we're fucked. If you're a shareholder or anyone in general making a shot in that company, you guys will be safe. Everyone else could get fucked. going to get fucked over in some way, shape, or form. Shit, I wouldn't even be surprised if they made an AI HR, like a human resource person, into an AI. I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised at all. Also, AI is so big that it's gonna affect 95% of the global population. It is, and as much as I hate thinking about that, it is. At this point, it's like there's no use being like, okay, like the way AI is coming, it's the same way where we had, like, for example, our smartphones. I guarantee you there are people who are like, I don't want smartphones or social media because of what the ramifications are for it. But at the end of the day, it's happening. The thing that we need to think about is, hey, like, again, right? We need to let people know that we should use it to assist people and not replace them, right? That's the biggest thing. If you make products with AI in it, put the AI in it for the express purpose, purpose of helping people, instead of making it as a way to just replace something, right? Because I know so many people who use ChatGPT as a means to, like, get advice or learn certain things, and is already fucking them over as is. Like, they literally have a fucking lawsuit right now about what it did to some of these people, because some of them fucking killed themselves because of it, because the AI told them to, or the AI told them to do so. Also, I'm stuttering a lot, so I apologize if I'm like stuck on words and shit. I don't know why, but them stutters have been coming back like a bitch, and it's ugh. All right, also, right, continue this real quick just so we can get. Oh, that's new. Don't cry. You're May, right? Yes. She has a half moon compact. It looks like bleh, it looks just like mine, so that's the key. But who's these girls? First Maggie, now May. May, you know Maggie. You don't you? Oh, okay. May, you know Maggie, don't you? Is she your friend? I completely fucked that up too. No, she isn't my friend. She's May, and an evil May. Boo hoo. Oh, she is crying. Never mind. Okay, yeah, Mark. Why the fuck did you make a little girl cry? You piece of shit. Damn. Very lonely. One day Guido showed up, and an evil May came out of me and went with Guido. She knows that Guido isn't her father, but so a different person that came out from another. What's that compact? This is my treasure. It grants any wish you want. I made this town with this. Oh, she made the fucking town. Oh, it's time for the esoteric shit, everybody. It's time for the esoteric shit. A little kid like this created this town. Can you use that combat to capture Maggie and Guido, or send everyone back to their original world? I can't. Maggie took the other half of the compact. I know she's using the other half to do bad things. Please, I could get killed. That's why I'm hiding here. But we can't see Guido without it. Can't we just borrow it for a while? I can't. This is what Guido wants you to do. Well, shit. May, you shouldn't run. Well, why not? Obviously, if I hide here. Oh, fuck. Okay, yeah, so this is the, whatchamacallit. We are about to end. This is the, mother trucking, good ending, bad ending point of the story. Yay. We gotta be 100% sure that we picked the right stuff so we can actually continue with this game. Because if not, it'll be ending and then it's not gonna end well. So yeah, I said let's see. So I'll be safe if I'll be safe here. If I hide here, stop is safe. Yeah, but don't know. Okay, so this one, the first one is stop. There we go. Kirse is right. Nothing will change if you keep running. You must stay and fight. Why? Why do you guys fight? Also, the other thing you said, Call It, yes, Persona is peak and talks about human nature. I feel like it goes deeper than that, because at least for me, Persona has been a franchise where it focuses on the social aspect of us that really hits and shit. Little fun fact for everyone on stream. I'm not sure. I don't think I've been fully diagnosed with it, but I can recognize that I have low self-esteem, which is funny considering that most people with low self-esteem usually turn out to be like, the red pilled motherfuckers, the ones who are like the Andrew Tates and shit, like, oh my god, Andrew Tate, he's and stuff. No, my low self-esteem is like really like, it's just like, am I really worth it and shit. And with Persona, it really makes you question that shit. Like, I played that game, like I played through that series, well, not the entire series, but I played through most of the games during my formative years, i.e. 17, 18, so on and so forth. And that shit helped me so much to process everything happening in my own life. Hell, I said it before, if I haven't said it before in any of my videos and shit, Persona 2 Eternal Punishment is easily one of my favorite stories in a game ever. Technically, Xenogears is tied with Eternal Punishment, but for different reasons. Also, oh fuck, is this why Persona 1 is peak? Hell yeah. I feel like at least with Persona 1, it's pretty clear what this one's about. Pretty much just facing the shadow that's within someone, in this case Mary, who has gone considerably through a fucking lot. So like, it makes sense here. Darn it, I have no time to sit here and chat. I have to go back to my world. I have to help someone. Please let us use it. Maybe that person is already dead. Shut up, she's still alive. I know she is. But anyway, why do you live? Isn't living painful? Why? Wait, hold on. Did I? Yeah, we did that. Okay. Damn. Why? Why do you live? And then boom, for finding the answer. And you want to know the craziest shit too? Those choices are fucking valid. Like, for example, right? The first one, I'll be safe. Like, you know, why should I fight? If I hide, I should be safe. No, you shouldn't. Like, yes, there's a level where it's like you should be safe when, you know, you like, I'm not gonna be surprised. Like, let's say, for example, let's talk about everything happening here, right? My biggest fear is, you know, someone like ICE pulling up to my house and taking my family and then putting us in those fucking camps and shit, right? Or getting shot by the cops, or a white person came up to me, kidnapped me, and then will kill me just because of the color of my skin. All these things are things that is a possibility, not 100% possibility, but can happen, especially when you think about, you know, your own identity in this shit. And that's a whole nother thing with like race, and just it's a lot. It's a lot that will be like way too long. But with thinking about those possibilities, right? If I were to just hide and, like, let's say for example, I just stayed in my room all day, right? I never go out. I never go out. I never look at the news. I just stay within my humble abode and, you know, lock myself away from the world, essentially, right? If I do that, it's only gonna do nothing. It's not gonna do anything but just stunt my overall growth as a person. So it's better to like go out there, and if you have to fight. But regardless, living is kind of like already a sense of like, I guess you could say, a resistance. I don't know how to describe it, but the best way I can describe it though is like, yes, it's okay to be scared, but don't let it rule you to the point in which you can't go off and do the things that you want to do, the things that you aspire to do. Because if you just stay and, you know, stay to yourself, whether it be your feelings, emotions, the stuff you want to do in life, whatever the case may be, it's not going to be fun. I did that before. I literally, how do I describe it? And this is going to get personal, but there was a point where I was like, I don't know what to do with my life, right? Because a lot of things I want to do, there's so much risk that comes from it. Because my big thing was that I wanted to be a game developer growing up, right? But then I had teacher after teacher after teacher tell me that it wasn't a viable career route. Despite, you know, it doing well, it's not viable. So I got scared, and then I got stuck thinking about, okay, maybe I should be a doctor, but I don't like being a doctor. That's way too much risk. I want to be a lawyer, but that's too many years of school. Or like, okay, maybe I could be an artist, right? Maybe I could draw stuff. But There's no guaranteed route for that. Same case for making music or being a music artist. There's no guarantee. That's fucking luck. As much as people say, oh, it's hard work. No, a lot of it is luck. You have to be lucky enough to be, you know, seen by someone. Yes, you should still strive to work hard, but it's luck a lot of times, right? And even now, with me wanting to do content creation, it's a matter of luck. So every day while I'm, you know, making content, doing all this other shit and stuff, I could be, you know, making zero money out of this shit. Nothing beneficial happens for me. But the reason why I still keep on going is because it's something that I genuinely want to do. In this case, I'm fighting to make sure that I can achieve my dream. So, you know, that's the first one. You know, don't, you know, hold back just because, oh, it's risky. Fuck it, take the risk. That's what life is all about. It's just, you know, going crazy, going stupid. And then the other one, why do you fight? Like, why do you want to do the things you want to do? I want to be a content creator because I like talking about fucking games, and I want to inspire other people to maybe go off and talk about games themselves as well. You know? That, and because I never really had people to talk about games to all the time, because the games I played was way different from what everyone else was playing. While little Timmy over there was playing Halo 3 on their Xbox 360, I was over here playing fucking Sonic Adventure 2. What else? Sonic Adventure 2, Final Fantasy 13. I wasn't meeting a lot of kids who knew those games, and even then it'll probably be like, oh, like this, like, oh, you play Sonic, nigga, you're weird, or some shit. It's like, Also, you should take a philosophy class, me or you. Wait, why? I say, yeah, no. I'm gonna say, I already took my philosophy class. The moment I learned about worldview, that shit changed my life. I was like, oh, yeah, no, a lot of my philosophy has come from the media that I've consumed and so on and so forth. That's how and a lot of it too had become, at least is my personal, like, how I want to go about life and shit. Because at this stage of my life, I'm not afraid anymore. I don't want to be afraid anymore. Or let me rephrase it. I don't want to be afraid anymore to do the things that I want to do. I really, like, want to do them. I want to keep on doing content creation because this shit is so much fun. I love doing this. And like, if this ended up becoming my job, I would be like, hell yes, I'm down with that. Even when I struggle to like write scripts because I'm unsure if I'm gonna, you know, be accurate and so on and so forth, I still want to do it. I want to also draw because I love drawing as a kid. Maybe even do a webtoon. I don't fucking know. At least, you know, do a lot of the creative shit that I always wanted to do as a kid. I don't want to be afraid anymore to not do one because it's not risky and shit. Plus, I know I have people who will have my back on it. I know I have a support system because I'm willing to now go out there and talk to people and eventually get that shit. If I'm disappointed by someone, fuck it. They a bitch anyway. And shit. There's still a lot that I have to at least fix with myself, but that's the big one. And then why do you live? For this one, for finding the answer, nigga. Yeah. Seriously, it's just like you said, life isn't all bad. And it really isn't. Shit, everything going on right now, yeah, it's absolute ass. But we're gonna get through it. It's gonna suck, but we're gonna get through this shit. Like, the moment I realized that, where it's like, at the end of the day, life just goes on. Yeah. I'm not gonna, like, I'm gonna stop. I'm stop. Bleh. God damn it. I'm just gonna stop being scared. Just, I can't be scared forever about the things that I want to do. Damn, I'm getting emotional, man. Jesus Christ. See, this is what Persona does to you, kids. Fuck the whole dating sim. This shit makes you really think about yourself and your, like, life overall. Also, God, and when we get to Persona 2, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry at the end of Eternal Punishment. Because that game helped me through so much. Oh my God. I don't even think I would be here if it weren't for me playing that game. Also, great, thank you, May. Can you access this compact to take us to Guido? I can't, only I can use it. And the castle is Maggie's home, so my wish won't work. Yep, celebrated a little too early there, my boy. Damn, I thought we were finally getting somewhere. You thought you did too. Oh well, let's go back to the castle. Yeah, man, this is gonna be so fun. Wait, can I go through this door? It's locked. Never mind. Don't ever let Guido steal this compact from you. Okay. Persona 6 takes more cues from P1 and Atlas My Soul is Yours. Or okay, wait. Persona 6 Persona 6 takes more cues from P1 and Atlas My Soul is Yours. That sounded either I'm starting to like get inebriated, or I just can't fucking read, or that sentence structure got me fucked up, because I'm like, because the way I'm reading it now, because I'm thinking about Kratos, is like, Atlas, make sure Persona 6 take more cues from P1. If you do that, my life is yours and shit. Was honestly, I want to, like, if Persona Q ends up becoming something like Persona 1 or Persona 2, I'm just gonna bleh, it's shit. It probably won't with the current team, but a man can dream. A man can fucking dream. Also, I should have dropped the S in takes and define cues better. Well, I got the cues part because, you know, CUE and shit, but yeah. Actually, you know what Atlus should do? They should re-release Devil Summoner. Yeah, the first Devil Summoner game that came out on Saturn, but also got ported to the PSP that we could have gotten if Sony wasn't a piece of fucking shit. I'm still mad about that. When I did my research for what game was it? Was it Strange Journey? No, it was Soul Hackers. It was Soul Hackers. When I was doing my research for that game, I learned that there were 2 occasions that the game could have came to the West. The first time was in the 90s, which made sense why it didn't come out, because Demons, 90s in the US, and, you know, considering the fact that here in the US during the 90s, it was like mega Christian almost. Like, it was Christian as fuck to a degree. Like, sure, we had a lot of the art and stuff that came out then, but make no mistake, motherfuckers were plushing their pearls type shit, right? Madonna was 80s. Even then, Madonna was still like very provocative, and I was like, oh my god, shoulders, oh my god, a slut type shit. But the first one, like, it made sense, right? Demons wasn't gonna gel well. So then they were going to release it to the PSP, but because of some whatever Sony was on during that time, they were like, no, we can't do it. We're not going to let you do it. And it's just like, y'all some bitches, man. Could have had Peak on the PSP, but instead, not a single Megaten game besides Persona. They could have done something different. Things could have been different, man. Those motherfuckers were not seeing the vision at all. Also, my throat's starting to hurt now, so that might be my cue eventually, because if I talk any further, I feel like I'm actually going to lose my voice tomorrow. Come, like, I wake up tomorrow, I'm just be like, that was horrible. Also, I feel like I'm finally at an age and mindset to fully absorb Persona's writing. Yeah, I mean, either way, it's not so much about age, it's more or less about mindset with it. Because again, Eternal Punishment helped me understand that just because you become an adult and have new freedoms and shit, that doesn't fix a lot of your issues within yourself, right? Because I was thinking to myself when I was like 17 that when you're an adult, you have to figure everything out by then. But then here I am seeing Ooh La La basically not do a lot and shit, and where it's like, okay, she's jealous because Maya has a lot going for her, meanwhile Ooh La La has nothing but bad relationships with people or with other men, and can't really hold down a job like that. I think that was the last part, I don't remember, but in general, right, like, she was very jealous, and like I would be too. I mean, hell, I can say I am currently. As much as I love all my friends, I'm jealous that they're at a much better position for doing certain things. Wait, not a proper fuck. God damn it. Okay. In this case, you're on your hands, bitch. God damn it. But like, I wish too I was at a better position. And the moment I learned that, back when I was like 17, 18, it made me feel better about being an adult. There's certain things that I still don't like the fact, like, really, like, at least right now, I have a lot of setbacks happening because of stuff that's just out of my control. So it's not necessarily my fault. It's just life is lifing, right? But, you know, at the end of the day, I'm coming to terms with the fact, like, I'm not a failure because I didn't really do much. Like, I'm still kind of, you know, trying to work towards stuff at 25. So it's like, it's a whole thing. Also, I went through teen years not giving a shit and not having too many super serious personal problems. Oh, I was the opposite. I took, like, well, I think for me, I ended up going on autopilot after a while, but for the most part, I was like very naive about shit. That's honestly that was like the case for me, I would say. The one thing I also remember from my teen years is that the one thing I learned is like I need to do a better job creating boundaries for myself, because the people I let into my life or the people I hung around was not acceptable. I should have, or better, let me rephrase it like this. I should have been fine. I should have accepted who I was as a person instead of trying to change to someone that I wasn't. Oh, there was a save. Oh, okay. That's weird. Well, we're not going to actually do this yet, because I do kind of want to... I kind of... I'm not debating what I want to do. Hold up. Let me figure this out real quick. So... Okay, so we did the stuff in the Lost Forest, so we're on track to the good ending. Status. My persona level is 30, 31, 27, 26. Alright, okay. Damn. Change to you. Alright. It looks like we're getting there. This is gonna take a while though. God damn. Well, actually, here's what I'll do, right? I'm gonna go and let's see if we can recruit a couple more demons to our side. And maybe go from there, honestly. I don't know what to do now, because technically I could just end stream right here, but I don't want to end now. I think I'm kind of having fun with it. Yeah, okay, this isn't gonna do what it do. Can we escape? Fuck. Well, I tried. We're gonna kill this bitch in a minute. All right, cool. Also, I made my mistakes as a young kid, and I have a lot of self-awareness, so it feels like it's hard to learn. I'm not sure. I think, how do I describe that one? Okay, that one, I can't even help with that one. I can't describe, because I don't know, it's hard to describe, like, how you could go about it, if that makes sense. Because if I said my personal opinion, right, it's like, the mistakes you made as a kid shouldn't hold you back, especially because you were a kid, you didn't know any better, and it should be used as a as a learning experience more than anything. Mostly so you don't beat yourself over about it, because contrary to popular belief, some of the things you did when you were younger does not define who you are currently. Like, just because people knew me as someone who was like, oh, he's all goofy, he's like dumb and shit, doesn't mean I'm dumb now. I'm a lot smarter than I am than when I was in school. Well, I was smarter in school, but I also didn't give a fuck about school, so it was like, yeah. Also, that's creepy as shit. I'm not like the way he just moved his arm like that. We need to kill this man expeditiously. Hold up. He's gonna be target number 1 in this bitch. We're gonna kill his ass. Yeah, cause he needs to get. Damn. My boy Mark is kind of on some bullshit right now. I'm so sad. I guess what I'm saying is I already learned from them, but I haven't made big mistakes since then. Yeah, take pride in that, honestly. It shows that you know to avoid. You're aware of like, okay, what's gonna get me fucked up and what isn't. You'll be surprised. Some people don't know that shit. Some people might. There are people out in the world who have gone through the shit that maybe I gone through, but then keep on, doing it years after. You would be surprised. Shit, I would even implore you to look at some of the people you saw like in school and the shit that they, if you remember some of the shit they did, you'll be surprised. Some of these people, they don't learn from the stuff from the mistakes they made. They'll just keep on doing it. Either they don't care or they're not aware enough to see it. So if you're able to see it, take that as like a really good thing, like pat yourself in the back, give yourself a chocolate bar or something, because yay, I'm not doing that shit no more. That probably was the worst way to describe it, but at least for me, I have done certain things where it feels like it's just where like I've done, but then I become self-aware when I realize I'm about to do it. I'm like, let me not go down that road. Like, let me not do that. Also, I pride on self-awareness, and there's always more to learn, but sometimes I feel like my empathy lacks, which I also pride on, since I haven't made many mistakes or have mental problems. I hope that doesn't sound rude or mean. Nah, it's just life. That's literally what it is. Some people are lucky enough with the situations that they've gone through to not have mental issues, but for some, okay, like, because some cases where like the mental issues, it's like, okay, it's what how did one of my friends describe, like, it's genetic, right? So in that case, you can't really like blame yourself or be like, or beat yourself over about it, especially with being empathetic, because at least I know for myself, I ended up getting like, with the amount of stuff that I've been through, because of the person I am, I'm someone who is very emotional and takes things very seriously. I most definitely contracted something. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if I went to go get a checkup, a mental evaluation checkup or whatever, and on top of generalized anxiety disorder, I was depressed, or they find something else like, oh, you're also bipolar. How? Genetics? Wonder who type shit. Actually, I don't know. Actually, I'll probably be fine. I don't think I have bipolar disorder. Maybe. Actually, I was thinking about it at one point, but no, I'm not going to think about that. No, we're not going to think about that. Because if I do, I'm going to be like, I'm going on a spiral again. So yeah, so don't trip on that too much at all. Just because it's like, just because you came out unscathed, no one is going to hate you for that shit. And if someone does hate you for that shit, they're just jealous. Well, that's fucked up. Okay, no, that's even more fucked up. No, it's not that they're jealous, but they're bitter about it, right? Either they're bitter, they don't understand, or it's immature. Honestly, it just feels immature to be mad at other people who doesn't have like mental illness, if that makes sense, from the struggles that they've gone through. Because it's not a flex either. The shit sucks. Just because I'm like I could be like, oh, I'm such a quirky, anxious boy, but it's horrible. Half the time I can't talk to people because I'm always afraid that I'm gonna say something the wrong way. They're gonna take it the wrong way, and now I'm like, oh fuck, type shit. Like, that sucks. I hate it, and I wouldn't wish that on even my. Oh no, I would wish that on my worst enemy, because I'm petty. Like, I'm petty. Yeah, I'm petty like that. Also, I say, should I say petty? Because that's just being an asshole. But with the amount of shit people have done to me, I have a right to be an asshole at least once. I'm not gonna do it all the time, but I'll do it just once for someone. but yeah, because especially it's like, it's weird because not everyone's gonna have the same experience with certain things. Not everyone in this world is going to, not everything is linear in this world. Just because this happens doesn't mean this is gonna happen. Like, if a girl were to come up and talk to you, that doesn't mean she wants to fuck you. She just wanted to have a conversation. Simple as that. Unless she did other things that insinuates that, then so whatever and stuff. Just because you're nice to someone doesn't mean you're entitled to anything. I can be nice to anyone and stuff, right? Like, I could go to my neighbor's house right now, knock on their door, and say, "Hey man, you need anything?" They'll probably be like, "What the fuck are you doing in my house at like what 11 o'clock at night?" But I'll be like, "I don't know, man. You might need something. I want to supply that. I want to be nice and shit, right?" That's actually a little bit, that's exaggerated, by the way. Don't do that. Don't go to your neighbor's house at any time to be like, "Hey man, you want help with anything?" Because they're just gonna think something's up with you. That and also the possibility that motherfucker might shoot you at this point. At least here in the US, people will shoot you for anything. You could be walking down the street. Wait, what the hell is sonar? Sonic attack. Okay, hold up. Let's see what this does. Oh, to continue that thought though, you could be walking in a normal pair of clothes. You know, you're just chilling, nothing crazy. Yeah, you're very ordinary. You get shot just for being at the wrong place at the wrong time. Simple as that. Hell, you can even shoot yourself by accident. Dude shot at an armadillo, bullet ricocheted on him, and then boom, got fucked up. And it's also kind of funny thinking about it though, because he really did get packed up by a goddamn he did die from an armadillo, but it's like retaliation. Like, the armadillo had his armor, like, "Yeah, bitch, you can't shoot me. I'm damn near invisible, bitch." Yeah. Then again, I don't know why you would shoot an armadillo in the first place, but then again, if I remember correctly, that was Florida. Was it? Wait, was it Florida? Hold up. Now I'm curious. No, that was in Texas. Yeah, no, that makes sense. That's some Texas shit right there. That is some Texas shit. They would shoot something just like, "Oh, there's a bug, shoot it." This bullet to that one small insect, shoot the bitch. Don't use a flip flop or anything. No. Get that 9mm. No, fuck that. Get that revolver from under my dresser and shoot the bitch. And that's how you got fucked up there, buddy. I don't know what I'm fucking talking about anymore, but yeah. You see, this is what happens when not only you don't have anything to talk about, but when you start thinking about certain things, or like as you're going on or you're talking about certain, or as I'm talking about certain things, fuck me. I'll just go off of tangents and just be stupid as shit for no reason. I love it. I gotta say, despite me being like kind of having low self-esteem, I have grown to have a nice sense of humor. It might be stupid as hell half the time, but I still love it. They got a music artist from Texas to play at my school today, and it made me giggle. Did he say yeehaw the whole time when singing? Not gonna lie, that would be kind of funny. There's a dude from Texas, like, okay, we got these Midwesterners hearing Southern music. You know, I've always, so that actually, okay, I'm a little puzzled by that, right? I'm a little curious about something. Is there truly a difference between the Midwest and the South? Because the thing I think about the Midwest, like, I don't know shit about it besides, wait, Holy Light didn't work? Oh, God damn it. I don't know shit about being in the Midwest besides being in the middle of nowhere and tornadoes, right? But you gotta be somewhat similar to Southerners in some way, right? Like, there has to be some crossover between the two in some way, shape, or form. And no, being racist doesn't count. You could be racist anywhere. You could be in the freaking East Coast. You could be in the East Coast up and towards the North. I'm pretty sure they way more racist than the people in the South half the time. Also, people in the Midwest, outside big cities have no culture. Okay, that's me, but I swear. I mean, is it wrong though? Like, what is it about the Midwest is special, right? If I go to Chicago right now, it's because of a deep dish pizza, and I'll be like, oh, cool, a deep dish pizza. I'll fuck with that. Okay, cool. What the fuck does Idaho has? We have potatoes. Yes, yeah. Great, you have potatoes. What else do you have? Like, what else is crazy about Idaho besides potatoes? Nothing at all. The only thing I know about Idaho is that it's farm. Yeehaw, bitch. Oh, I don't even wait. Well, hold up. In a minute. Now I'm really stuck because I'm really curious about whether or not the Midwest say yeehaw or not. Because if they do, that's kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie. That's very funny. And look at me, I said that we're only gonna stream for like an hour at most, but 2 hours, we're hitting that mark. We're hitting that goddamn mark. Food is bland, gossip is bland, individuality is bland. Actually, no, the one thing the Midwest did give us was great emo bands. Can't get on them with that. Hold up, let's look some up, by the way. Let's look some up real quick. Right? There's a lot of Midwest emo bands. Got the Great Big Pile of Leaves, The Anniversary, Captain Jazz. Actually, never mind. I don't know half of these guys, and I don't think I care to. At least right now, I do not care to learn about it. But actually, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go over here and do that because we're gonna end the stream here. I'm gonna say technically it has been 2 hours, and I only and then not gonna lie, stomach is doing some backflips right now, so gotta go to that. I'm not gonna make y'all stay here for anything longer than what we're already gonna be doing. So yeah. All right. But with that being said, I'd like to thank you guys so much for coming out to tonight's stream. Tomorrow we'll be starting at 4 p.m. at least Eastern time frame. And yeah, we're gonna be grinding. We're gonna be getting those levels, getting that money, and maybe we'll do Demonic Castle as well if I feel like it. Maybe we'll see. Also, sorry for spending your chat. Nah, it's perfectly fine. Listen, thank you for the great conversation bits, because I'm pretty sure if I go through my VODs right now, this is gonna be a lot of dumb shit I can take out of context and just make an out of context video about myself or something. I don't know. And shit, I actually enjoyed it a lot more, because if it was like the other night, I was gonna be like, oh, I'm bored, I don't know what to talk about. I'm kind of just like, let's just be silent. So yeah, but I will see you guys tomorrow. And maybe, and actually, Colleen, I might ask you and Rad to come, and you and Rad, if you guys want to join and we talk about shit while we're grinding, because I kind of don't want to do that alone. I'll think about it. I'm thinking about it currently, but we'll see how that goes. So yeah. All right, let's go and get some music going. You know what? Let's play the same thing we played last time, because I can't bother to find new music unless Lost Forest. You know what? This is kind of a banger. I'm not gonna lie. I'm fucking with this so far. All right. Peace, everybody. Also, make sure to hydrate. You know, drink water, all that good shit. Yeah.